Good morning. Good morning, fellow travelers. Today is Sunday, so today is my turn to grab the microphone and run. It's kind of like a relay race when we hand the baton over to our teammate. So I'm going to take you through about 7 kilometers of mixed terrain. With any luck, I might be able to get the entire show on this run. I'm running a continuous mic today, but I have to pull in to check on Mavis's dry. I put her wash in the dryer at breakfast time. So my first stop will be the Victorian. So you might hear some indoor sounds in a few minutes. These people are all working on a Sunday. No comment, but I'm sure I heard some profanities from that noisy car. I'm running towards Lambrick. Very soon I'm going to be on crushed gravel until I get to Mavis's place. Okay, off the road, onto the grass, and then onto the gravel. Hello. I'm using my tracking app. I like the fact that it has data and features on it that are important to me, like moving time. Don't necessarily need an auto pause, but I like to know how much time I spent moving, especially when, like today, my run is going to be broken up. There's about 7 people with dogs throwing it around the grass. Hi.
Morning.
Hello. You probably heard me run here with Derek a couple of years ago. We used to run here twice a week, him and I. But I fear with Derek, the further he lives from me, the less he will run. All right. I guess it must be 9. Yep, 9 o'clock. I started my Ironman chrono when I started the recording, so I'll know how long the show is. Hello, doggy. 1 kilometer. So that's about 7 minutes. Looks like another scorcher today.
Yes.
Yesterday started off pretty cloudy. It was warm, and I was kind of grateful because yesterday I went downtown on my bike. Every year they have a street festival of arts. Some years my wife used to sell her pottery there, but they also run a weekly summer market that produce artwork, clothing, food. So on the day when it coincides, it's like when the planets align, you have one of those large weekends on Moss Street. And yesterday was the day for the big party on Moss Street. I can see Mount Doug in the distance, but I'm turning away from it first before heading back towards it. Back on the pavement again, briefly, before I get to Mavis's place. Yeah, the next week I'm trying to drum up a few short sound bites from you guys to add to my Wednesday show. So if you get a chance to hear this one before Wednesday and would like to send me a hello, by all means do. I'm sure Kevin would also appreciate a hello from you. It could be to both of us. How about that? I can put it out on Wednesday, and he can put it out when he has enough for his show. Okay, I have to concentrate now because I'm crossing Feltham Road. That looked suspiciously like the green truck that almost ran me over last time I crossed this street. Okay, so I'm not going to talk unless I'm spoken to, because I'm now going in to the Victorian. I'll start yakking again on the other side, unless of course I bump into Mavis. It's the same as the old drinking fountain thing. It's always better to stop 50 meters or so to catch your breath before you have to deal with the general public. This is the second time this morning that I'm here. Hello.
Some people, there's been some taking things out and put them in the things there.
In the garbage?
No,
In the hamper?
In the hamper, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm doing Mavis's wash.
Oh, you did get your thing, did you?
Well, this time, yes, but we did lose some clothing about a month ago.
I did too, but not a month ago, yeah.
Wow.
But I mean...
I normally put a little label on it so that people know that it's claimed.
Well, here's the label. Oh, that here is it.
Yeah.
There's one here with the label. It came out of a washer.
Okay, well...
That had a label.
Are you waiting for a dryer now?
No, I've got one tank.
You got one going?
Yes, I've got the one in the corner.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, welcome. I'm just going to give this to Mavis, and I'll carry on with my... I'll carry on with my run. Mavis, hi.
Hi.
True to my word, here's your wash. Do you want me to sort it out? And if I put it on the bed, would that be okay?
Yeah, just like that. I'll see it and do something about it.
Well, that's it, yeah. But I think you'll find everything there very, very important because you were wearing it quite recently,
Oh, good.
which means that it fits you.
Yeah, good.
All right, well, I've got to get back to my run. I'm about 1.5 kilometers in.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to do about 5 miles today.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Yeah, she still thinks in miles. All right. As I exit the building, 14 minutes of recording. That's not too bad. That was a very quick stop for me. I'm going to use the push bar exit. Don't really need to go through the lobby. Oh, the sprinklers are on. My legs have been cooled off by the sprinklers. Just a little bit. No, I head for the Feltham Trail and Bow Park and then Mount Douglas. Today I'm going to try and get to the top of Son of Little Mount Doug. It's a little hummock. A couple of 100 feet lower than the summit of Little Mount Doug. So we have Big Mount Doug, which is 650 feet in height. Little Mount Doug, which is about 450, 2 kilometers. And son of Little Mount Doug, which is a couple of 100 feet lower. I will take a panorama when I'm on the top of the son of Little Mount Doug. I'll be saying goodbye to the traffic for a good while very soon. Just have to get to the Felton Trail. This is quite a good section for you pace ponies out there, you cadence kittens. When there's traffic, I don't talk too much, so you just get to hear my feet. Slightly downhill. The cadence will change slightly as I start heading uphill after I cross the main road. Alright, so 17 minutes in on the recording, and we haven't done too much work just yet. Done 2k plus a pit stop for the laundry. That took all of 3 minutes, maybe 4, but that is another reason why I like this app. It'll differentiate between when I'm moving and when I'm not moving. You could use the auto pause, but because I'm heading in to the woods of Mount Doug, there's often a missed signal which gives you a very erroneous reading. Every time it says workout paused, workout started, you're factoring in error. And if you stop a lot, or if you hike a lot, the error becomes quite serious if you're thinking about your overall pace. So that kind of mixed terrain running, better off without the auto pause setting. That way at least you get a realistic time for distance. I'm a little overdressed today, once again. I put it down to laziness. I wore this long sleeve technical shirt to see Mavis at 7 this morning. It was quite cold. I even had my burgundy hoodie on. I'm following a couple of cyclists up a steep hill leading to a gravel trail, and the second cyclist is not going to like the gravel because he is on his road bike. I might actually catch up with him soon. As I hit the gravel. Alright, downhill again. Very nice. Heading for glory. Felton Trail. Heading to Bow Park. Hello. Hi. There was a metal detectorist walking along, waving his wand along the side of the trail. I guess that is where people might lose their keys or coins. Things get swept off the trail into the dirt. At first I thought he was a Sandwich employee. Sandwich employee with his little stick, his weed whacker, but then I remembered it's Sunday. They don't work on Sunday. Felton Trail continues in this direction. Nice bit of shade here, which is greatly appreciated. Pretty soon I'll have the sun behind me, over my right shoulder behind me, which means that I'm going to be running in a northwest, basically. Mount Douglas is north of me, and I'm heading to the west side of Mount Doug. Pretty soon I'm going to be back on the road system, but just the neighborhood streets. I bottled my last batch of beer for the summer. The other day I have about 60 bottles of beer, hence the need for those empties that I bought the other day. Traditionally, I don't brew during the month of August. It's kind of like my own version of Ramadan. I try and avoid brewing in the summer because the basement temperatures are a little high for brewing good quality beer. It should brew slower than it does. In August it brews too quickly. The other reason I gave up brewing in this August month was to remind me of the dangers of drinking and driving. I don't drive anymore, so it's just a vestige from the past. Hi. But 2010 I had quite a bad scooter accident, and let's put it this way, I was polluted. It was my own beer, but still, I was polluted. I went to a Harriers barbecue, a summer barbecue. I think it was the 10th of August 2010 that I crashed my scooter coming home from a run and a brunch in somebody's backyard. Could have died, but I didn't. Could have killed somebody, but I didn't. I was lucky. And to celebrate that luck and that enlightenment, I don't brew in August. And because the basement is too warm to brew anything worth drinking in the summer, I put on a batch mid-September so that it's ready for Oktoberfest. Running to the end of Malton Road, where there's a big maple leaf flag hanging from a tree. This week has been quite exciting. I always say that, but it's true. Listened to a lot of good shows. Made a few videos. Went to see my carving friends. All those guys. Yesterday I had been visiting professionally. When I worked, I was the primary caregiver for one of those guys, the guy with the leather apron, Gary. He had broken his neck as a teenager driving home. I think he was polluted too. He was not quite so lucky as I was. He paid dearly for his adolescent era. But that's one thing I learned from my job, is not to
4 kilometers.
Is not to pass judgment on people for their mistakes. We've all made mistakes. Some of us are less lucky than others. But it was a good day yesterday. I managed to stay there just long enough to see enough people that I wanted to see. And when I started seeing too many people that I did not really want to see, just because there were just too many of them, I left. It started reminding me of a road race. Not that anybody was racing. We were all basically walking uphill, up Moss Street. Talking of streets, I'm now on Glendenning. Running towards the trailhead. I think I will walk a little bit. This is one of those carborundum kind of hills. They wear you out. They grind you down if you let them. I don't know if you guys follow a guy called Honest Jim, but he just completed a 100-kilometer run. Took him the best part of the day. All the daylight hours anyway. That's the difference between a 100k ultra and a 100-mile ultra. There is no way even the fastest guys cannot finish 100 miles without it getting dark on them. They either start in the dark and finish at sunset, or they start at sunrise and finish shortly after sunset. The quickest 100-mile time for a flat event is probably, I'm guessing, 15 hours, maybe 16 hours. That's if it's pretty flat. Most 100-mile races are far from flat. So, depending on what time of the year, you very seldom get much more than 12 hours of daylight. Which means that you are going to be running in the dark if you're in a 100-mile race. This is nice and cool. Even though I'm running uphill, it's still quite manageable. Pretty soon I deke to the left. Let's see. I'm up to 33. That's good. That means that 48 should get me to where I want to be to end this recording on the top of the sun of Little Mount Doug. They really have improved the signage up here. There's signposts everywhere now. They've given names to trails that I didn't know had names. But now I'm skirting to the left on a trail that they call Mercy. And I think Mercer leads to Whitaker again, higher up the hill. So I'll run what I can run, and I will hike when necessary. In the winter, this is where quite often I hear the barn owls hooting. There are a lot of small vermin associated with this area of Mount Doug because there is 2 or 3 farms to my left, and this trail skirts the farmers' fields. If you watch on the trace, you'll see that I'm running very close to the edge of the green area. The green area being Mount Doug. I don't know about you guys, but I always get, not intimidated, but a little bit anxious before I start my recordings. But the night before, I'm thinking, where shall I run? How much time do I need for this week? Do I have to go long, or can I head for the hills? Hello. Hi. There is an air of suspense in this neighborhood because there has been, I don't know if I mentioned this, 5 kilometers. I don't know if I mentioned this, but there was a guy who was exposing himself to women in the park, and he also touched a woman on her rear end. I believe he put his hand down her shorts. What a guy. I am a little concerned just because the descriptions that they gave of him could fit me. They said, firstly they said he was Caucasian, alright. Secondly, they said he was tanned. They also said that he was either on a bicycle or a skateboard. And they also said, which kind of gets me off the hook, they said that he was between 20 and 30 years old. Hello. Hi, doggy. Yeah, he's running downhill with his dog, a Rhodesian Ridgeback. I'm attempting to run up this same hill. So basically, the fact that the guy rides a bike, the fact that he sometimes wears a bandana or a ball cap. I don't wear a ball cap ever. I don't own a ball cap. If I did, I wouldn't wear it. Nothing against ball caps on other people. It's kind of like sunglasses for me. I've never worn sunglasses in my life, and I've never worn a ball cap in my life. German Shepherd. Hello. Hello, friendly dog. Hi. Hello. It's always good to talk to the dog first, especially if the master or mistress is not right there with you. Otherwise the dog might get defensive. Very soon I have to take a little side trail. Another dog. A little side trail. The dog walker's trail. It's a nice looking dog. Hi. Nice markings on your dog.
Yeah.
Hello. Looked like a cross between a Dalmatian and a setter. It had brown blotchy markings plus that dappled skin. Not quite as clear cut as a Dalmatian, but that kind of size of dog. See how we're doing. 40 minutes. Alright. I'm getting close to my destination for today's recording. Oh, talking to those guys put me on a different tack here, but it still leads me to where I want to be, but it's a little bit further this way. This is the last little bit of running that I get before I start to climb.
So anyway,
Hello.
had to film a whole bunch of
These shadows are a little confusing for me. But it did cross my mind the other day that one of the reasons my eyesight is failing is probably because I never protected my vision. If there was one thing that I should have done as a younger man, it's probably pay more attention to becoming an older man. Sure, we can put up with it, but we shouldn't have to. As I approach the Gary Oak Meadows and start heading up, up, up. So I've got 5 minutes to get us to the top of this little climb. So I won't do any filming just yet. I'll wait till I get up there. And then I will say tutty bye. And hopefully, if there is any more material or if I see a buzzard, I have my good camera and will be able to film the buzzard or the view or both. But I'm definitely going to take a panorama from the sun of Little Aunt Dog, which is what I'm on now, as a matter of fact, as I'm being strafed by a dragonfly. These are pretty much stone step holds in the side of the mountain, in between the dirt trail and the edge. There might well be some buzzard action today because of the hotter air. The sun is warming this side. Oop. As I slip, my left foot slipped away from me. That was kind of painful actually, because I ended up with my right knee pretty much up into my chest, and my knee does not normally have to go that far. That's what they say about range of motion. Yep, there are buzzards here today, and I'm almost at the top of this little climb, so I have to get ready to say goodbye to you. I have precisely 3.5 minutes to go. think I'm probably up to about 5 kilometers of running. The view is phenomenal from here. I can choose many ways to get to the top here as the official trail has petered out. Now I just have to find the official summit, which I have found. Alright, so this is it. This is the top of the sun of Little Mount Doug. I'm going to put the recorder down now and do a 2-minute video. As I step away from the microphone, this is in fact the top of the Blenkinsop Trail. Here we go with the video all the way around from the north. Looking now downtown at the Olympic Peninsula on the far side. And the side of the mountain that I ran up, just down there. This is the Gary Oak Meadow. Little Mount Doug is just up there. Big Mount Doug is just there. So bye-bye for Sunday. And this recording is now at 48 minutes. So I will switch off the lock and say bye-bye to my thousands of listeners all over the world. Bye-bye.